Do you feel like you're the only person who doesn't ever belong? I'm Kathy Bartoli from theintimacydosha.com, and I'm here with Reid Mahako from readaboutsex.com. And I know a lot of times I will think that I'm the only person that feels something, but if I'm ashamed of it, I won't ever ask, so I never find out. And I used to think you were actually the person that helped me with this the most. I felt like I was the only person that was awkward in the world. And when it was really, I was 40-something with a PhD, and you shared that other people, that you felt awkward and other people felt, and it was really this revelation to me. I was like, seriously? And I think the belonging, we were talking earlier, that I often feel like if I'm in a crowd of people or at an event or a workshop, that I'll feel like I don't belong, and I'm convinced that I'm the only person that feels that way. And
you're wrong. I mean, that's my opinion.
No,
I think, or at least the people that I tend to hang out with, like, we're all misfit toys who feel like we don't belong, and we imagine that everyone else is just kicking ass at life and feels like they're fitting in, and mostly it seems to be that at least the people I'm drawn to, we're hyper aware of how much we feel like we don't fit in. And I just think that that's probably more of humanity than less. And for brief moments, I forget about it. It's like meditation, where it's just like, oh, my mind is clear. And when you realize that your mind is clear, it's no longer clear. So the minute I realize, oh my God, I feel like I'm fitted in, I'm sucked back out, and now I feel like I don't fit in.
Yeah. Can you describe how you experience that sense of not belonging in your body? Like, what are the feelings or thoughts you have?
I'm just in my head all the time, and probably because I'm in my head, I'm not in my body, and so I'm not actually in the moment. I'm like phasing in and out of being present, but being present with all the shitty things I say to myself in my head, and then I just tell myself this story that everybody else doesn't have that. So therefore, they must be fitting in.
Yeah, I did Al-Anon for a long time, and they talk about comparing your insides, which are messy and confused, to everyone's outside. So, like, if we look inside, there's blood and all kinds of gore and stuff inside us. It's messy. We look at it outside, everyone's in these nice skin packages walking around. And I know for myself, I've had really fun conversations with people where I'm literally like sitting there going, why is this person talking to me? Like, what do they want? There's kind of a sense of, why is this happening? I guess in my head feeling. And I'll be at events sometimes where I'll kind of just feel bewildered, like, what are we doing and why? Like,
Have you ever had the experience of looking at your hand and it looks way bigger? And you're like, what's going on? That is what it feels like in my head when I'm feeling like I don't fit in. I'm feeling like I'm staring at myself from inside myself, and myself is way too big.
It doesn't fit.
Yeah. And that just not that phasing in and out, or feeling like out of focus, or whatever that is, like, that's just me doing that thing that I do to myself all the time. And on a good day, it's not that I stop doing it, it's just the volume's down. And on a really good day, in a particular moment, I forget all about that thing that I do to myself 24/7, and there's a moment of just feeling. It's not that I feel like I fit in, it's that I stop feeling like I'm not fitting in. So there's an absence of it, and a quietness. The way that I've dealt with it in my life is I intentionally create and surround myself with people who don't fit in. And in this island of misfit toys, I feel more at home than any other place. So even though I'm still doing the thing in my head, I feel like I fit in, because I know everybody else also feels like they don't fit in. So if we're together, this is the best place to fit in. So that's my hack for it. Your mileage may vary.
Yeah, I think just if we're constantly seeking to feel fit, that sense of belonging, when I do occasionally feel it, it feels so good. It's like, and there's very few people or places I do feel that. If we're constantly seeking it, sometimes we'll convince ourselves there's something wrong with us because we don't fit in, we don't feel like we belong. Some people turn to alcohol or food or try to make things fit or kind of drive themselves, as opposed to like, oh, maybe this is just what people feel sometimes. And I think just normalizing that and sharing it is really powerful. So thanks, Reed. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah. Leave your comments.
Yeah, we'd love to know what you think.
Is this video helping you fit in? Leave your comments.